turn myself in on this warrant. It was a whole nother escapade that took place, all right? The district attorney was in cahoots with the quote-unquote public defender that was supposed to have been representing me, all right? But come to find out, the public defender had already represented someone else who was going against me and called herself trying to represent me, but she wasn't representing me properly, and I knew it, I felt it, I smelt it. I said, something's going on here, and she looked familiar. So I knew that. I said, this lady was the same lady who helped this young lady fight against me, all right? But they didn't win, all right? So now, come to find out, she was representing me under a conflict of interest, guys. The judge knew that she was representing me under a conflict of interest. The prosecutor knew that she was representing me under a conflict of interest. Everybody knew that she was representing me under a conflict of interest. But guess what? It all came out. Because I'm going to tell you, at the end of the day, the Most High is going to reveal all. All right? You can't just mess with a woman like me of the Most High and think that you're going to get away with it. You can't just send anybody at me thinking that you can attack me and thinking that whatever it is going to penetrate me. Because I'm not working for me. I'm working for a higher power, okay? So I am protected. As long as I maintain in my lane and do what I'm supposed to do, I know that I am protected. And my job is to inform you. My job is to inform you as to what's going on in your backyard so that you can do something about it. The only way a change is going to occur is if we initiate it, is if we make it. You know, it's all about us. Like I said before, Buffalo, we are the second largest city in New York. All right? We are the second largest city in New York State. So therefore, what we do, other cities are going to mimic it. Syracuse, you got Rochester, you got Niagara Falls, you got, listen, they're watching. They're watching. So if you take that immunization shot, that vaccination, they're going to take it. Just like we didn't opt out for the school board. We didn't opt out for all that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of the other surrounding areas did. But we didn't. Because we stood our grounds. We fought for what was right. It is our job to protect our children and the community, because our children is in the community. We have to watch out for these pedophiles that they're letting out of jail. All right? Cuomo is letting them out of jail because they have an agenda. They have an agenda. All right? So we got to peep game. Cuomo, did some executive orders while all of this COVID-19 and quarantine was going down. He made it to where as though people don't even have to get a background screening to be a teacher in a school, to open up a daycare, y'all. They think they're going to feed our children to these people and they're going to do it right up under your nose, because guess what? No one knows. No one is researching. No one is looking into this information. Abortion. Oh my goodness. Did you know that Cuomo put in an executive order to allow us to have an abortion all the way to the end of our term? So that means that you can get rid of your baby at 9 months. Do you know what they're doing with those babies? Why would someone want you to do that? Why would someone want you to do that? It should be about protecting life, okay? But no, they're making it to where as though they're allowing us to destroy ourselves. They're putting everything in your face for you to destroy yourself, okay? And you don't even know it. Planned Parenthood, the abortion clinic. What do you think they're doing with those aborted babies? You better know it. They're talking about selling the baby's organs. How could you sell an organ of a fetus that is dead? Come on, y'all, do the math. You want to make it make sense? Then I want you to think about what's going on around you. You make that make sense. You cannot sell an organ of a dead person. You can't. All right? Of a fetus. You can't sell an organ of a fetus. You have to let that fetus grow. You have to let those organs develop before you can put them on the market and sell them. All right? So what do you think they're doing with those aborted babies? They were allowing them to grow just so that they can get those organs and sell them on the black market. And guess what? We didn't even know. We didn't even know. All we knew was we didn't want that baby. And we ran to that abortion clinic to get rid of it, not knowing you could have been getting rid of the next king of this earth. You could have been getting rid of the next president. You could have been getting rid of the next game changer. And they know that. They know that. Because, see, they know that the Messiah is coming again. All right? And they know that through this process, they have a way of getting rid of that Messiah and waiting for another 10,000, 100 years for the next Messiah to come. All right? It's a numbers game, just like customer service. All right? It's about how many people you contact, how many people that you actually attempt to contact to give you the ratio of how many people you're going to greet, who you're actually going to talk to. Okay? So they know. They mapped all of this out. They mapped all of this out. All right? Listen. United States started in Virginia. Virginia. Okay? And not that long ago. We can go back to what? 1619? What year are we in right now? That hasn't been that long ago. But several things have been set in place to hinder us within those 400 years. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to roll over? All right? Are we going to take that treatment that they gave to our ancestors? They stole everything from them. Don't let them steal everything from you. We have to protect our children. They have these quote-unquote tracers out here that's supposed to be documenting the contact that you've had with this fake COVID-19 thing, all right? It's nothing but a common cold, pneumonia, whatever you want to call it, and I advise you to treat it as such. If you are sick, prevent yourself from going to the hospital, all right? Because that's how they're going to get you. Once you get in, it's not a revolving door, baby. There's no telling when you may come out. All right? Because once you are in their territory, you are not protected. You are not protected. And this is one thing that I had to learn. In their territory, I was not protected. They didn't protect me. The only thing that they needed me for was my energy. And Charlie Fisher used to tell me that all the time. He used to say, we need your energy, Miss Franklin. We need your energy, Miss Franklin. And one day I woke up, I said, you know what? I need my own energy. Don't let these people drain you with their protests and coming out to all of these meetings and listen to them sit around and talk all freaking day, every freaking time, saying the same freaking thing. But they're not pushing a real agenda. They're not pushing for you. They're keeping you in a room secluded talking about the problem. And one thing that I want to say is, now that we know the problem, what are we going to do to fix it? We have to come up with some type of solution. Because I'm going to tell you, listen, it's nothing that they can do to me that they haven't done already. All right? Tried to make me lose my income. They listen, I believe they did something to my mom. I believe it. Because there's no way in hell that the hospital gonna know my name over their own patients. All right? When they went to go fill out her mortician paper for her to go down and get her autopsy, whose freaking name do you think they put on it? Mine's. They put my name on that paper. All right? Not my mother's, the person who they were supposed to take down to that room. Okay? They put my name on that paper. All right? So how is it that you knew my name over your patients? There's no way. There's no way. And I happened to notice it. I caught it. But instead of them even getting a new paper and doing it all over, the lady had an audacity to cross my name out and put my mother's name behind it or in front of it. Now, therefore, she had left enough space on that line to put my mother's name in front of mine. And that was just in case I noticed it, guys. This is the type of games that they play, okay? These are the type of games that they play. And I took that as a quote-unquote attempt to put a ritual out on me. All right? To attempt to put a ritual on me, over me. All right? Because if my name would have went down in that autopsy room on that paper, my mother's name, my mother would have been under my name. I would have been labeled as dead. Do you understand me? My mother's name was under my name. My mother basically would have originally been under my name, and I would have been considered dead if I wouldn't have peeped game. Okay? And to me, I took that as a ritual. A ritual. Believe me, they do rituals. Pete Mary Towers' book, she'll tell you the church is corrupt. The church is corrupt. They have a sex trafficking ring going on inside the churches, baby. They have a drug trafficking ring going on inside these churches, baby. You better know it. I remember my little cousin told me a long time ago that prison was the main supplier for the drugs. And I thought he was lying. I laughed in his face. Okay? But guess what? I believe him. I believe him because he's out there in the streets. He's out there in the game. He's in the world. So he knew. He knew. He knew. And remember when those homosexual boys came in and broke into the church and whatever, they never went to jail. They were trying to send a clear message. They were trying to send a clear message, and they were trying to send a message to us to let us know that there's something strange going on in that church. Y'all better peep game. That's all I got to say. Wake up and smell the coffee, y'all. It's time. And guess what? As long as the Most High puts it in my heart, I will be here to spill them coffee beans. Peace.